I'm Russell Brand, your friend. Here is the Trews comment edition. Now, let's look at those damn comments really closely. Mind Chimp, for example, says, Russell Brand, for humanity's sake, can you go on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast? It will be an amazing conversation and generate ideas for revolution and reach lots of people. No, I'm sorry, I'm a bit busy. No, I'll go on if you want. We'll contact Joe Rogan. UFO John, Russell, are you a Mason or do you know David Icke? I'm not a Mason. I don't think you're allowed to be one if you've got a criminal record. I do know David Icke. I think he's alright. Luke Cross, could you possibly talk more slowly when you read the book bits? I'm not very intelligent, but I'm keen to learn. Oh, Luke, don't be down on yourself, mate. I will. I'll read it slower if you like, but rewind it and watch it again. Stop being lazy. God, you are daft. You've not even worked out that there's a facility to rewind, you soppy sausage. Elise Pearl says, I could listen to you read for hours. Please fly to New Zealand and read me bedtime stories. What about Carbon Footprint? Just to read you, can't you just watch this at bedtime? Paula Harris says, Jared Leto says, howdy do, which means it's now officially a hipster thing. A sort of win for the how do you do lobby. Congratulations. No. How do you do is very specific. Can't be how do you do. It's got to be how do you do. That's what we're trying to keep alive for our British heritage. How do you do. How do you do is a different thing. That, if anything, we're against that. That should be stamped out. It's dangerous. It's dangerous and it will lead to drugs and deaths. How do you do? Fine, thank you, because I'm talking in a proper way. Sarah Bard, love the Trews, Russell. We all settle down as a family to listen to your daily insight. Good, that's exactly how I want it watched. By people settle down as families. Sorry about the swearing, Grandad and little person who don't know swearing yet. Bobby Brown 329 says, the idea that the royal family increased tourism is bollocks. France have no royal family and they attract much more tourists. Open your fucking eyes, people! Yeah! They've got an Eiffel Tower though. God, should we have one of them? Richie Cuthbertson, where I live, the woods are still considered the property of the royals. We aren't allowed to take any wood we find fallen on the ground home. If you do collect any wood and get caught, you can get fined. Just take it. Go, oh, I don't think there is a royal family. And they'll go, no, there is, we've got a bit of paper. I'll go, I've got a bit of wood, which makes paper, so I win. Paper, scissors, wood. Paper, I win. You'll be fine. And refer to this video if you end up in court and use it as evidence. Frontline says, the reason why half of 20-year-olds won't get married is because there's nothing in it for men, aside from us getting fucked over in the divorce proceedings when the woman decides we're no longer good enough. I'm 20 and I'll never get married. I doubt I'll even have kids. Frontline, you will get married and you will have several kids. Stop being such a little bastard. Look at that, you've even got a cartoon character as your avatar, you soppy sausage. You're clearly ready. Stop media fakery. Russell! You're full of shit. Answer the allegations made by Well-Aware One about you appearing as a fake protester. Your mate David Icke is a well-known controlled opposition, along with Alex Jones. Time to come clean, Russell. Right, hold on a minute. I'm not fake. I want the same things you want. Peace and harmony. Is that what you want? What's that? Also, worship the Illuminati and the Lizard Overlords. They're a good bunch, and they get a jolly hard time, and they are nice people deep down. So says Hairdresser on Fire, plus Ben Hudspeth, except that the royal family is living in a luxurious lifestyle paid with taxpayer dollars and they haven't really done anything to warrant it other than be born to the right people. Meanwhile, there are homeless people and pensioners struggling to pay their bills, etc. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. That's a bit unfair. Let's put homeless people in all the palaces. But the royals can stay there, but just there's loads of homeless people milling about as well. Like annoying ones, not nice ones that like might give you a bit of advice and a word of wisdom with a bindle over their shoulder. One with a terrible smack habit that can't monitor his drug intake correctly, so he's always going into withdrawal, getting all ill right on Prince Philip, and then he cuddles up to Prince Philip and says, I'm clacking, Phil, I'm really fucking clacking, I need a bag, get off me, I love you, Phil, can't let me shut you off for a tenner, I just need to get back, get off, how much? Melodic Mellifluity says, I'm extremely proud of our royal family, they're incredibly valuable to the country, whether they bring in income or not is totally irrelevant. The royal family are international icons and it makes me proud to be British. You're allowed to feel that, mate. I don't mind that you're allowed to just carry on. You're alright. Your version is currently winning. Cheryl Shortridge says, where is Brian? Are you off gallivanting without him? Russell, he's around somewhere. I don't let him in here because a cat lives in here. Joseph Marsh. The guests always look uncomfortable when Russell sits so close, staring at them. I'd put up with it to have him explode my mind with all his theories and information, though, to be fair. Good point, they do look uncomfortable, I feel that, but it's only one camera, so I've got to be close to them. Plus, alright, I like to express myself by getting real close to people I don't know, like really touching them and that. Peter Correll. Russell, I've read Biocentrism and I think the idea is exceptionally interesting, says Peter Correll. If you decide to YouTube the afterlife dysfunction, which explains the theory with a very interesting spin, which you can guess from the name of the video, afterlife dysfunction, I think you'd be really excited by some of the implications of the idea. I'd love a reply, especially if you actually take the time and watch the video I've recommended. Thankfully, it's only 9 minutes long, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time. Well, it shouldn't take up any more than 9 minutes, unless it's a very complex video and time stops functioning as we've accepted, which is a possibility, because it's the sort of stuff you're talking about. I didn't make the video, by the way. I'm not trying to get views or anything. I love him. Alright, well, we've got to watch the afterlife dysfunction. We'll go on and look at that. We'll all look at it together and then we'll talk about it, alright? That is the end of the comments edition. Here's some tips from Khalil Gibran. The ploughman said to this prophet bloke who's sidled up to him, "Speak to us of work." And he answered, saying, "You work that you may keep pace with the earth and the soul of the earth. For to be idle is to become a stranger unto the seasons, and to step out of life's procession that marches in majesty and proud submission towards the infinite." That's what's happened. We got disconnected, didn't we? Because we've all bloody well sailed off into little stupid daft jobs. When you work, you are a flute through whose heart the whispering of the hours turns to music. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Which of you would be a reed, dumb and silent, when all else sings together in unison? Oh, that's why I've got to stay connected through sort of meditative practice, so that the in and the outer become connected. It's not about belly buttons, you twerps. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this comments edition. Dun 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 dun. How do do? This is some Trews. Subscribe if you want. Don't have to.
Nose is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the nose. If the nose was true, I want some Trews. Let's have some Trews.